Hi, my friend, it's Pat Sloan here. So today is Make-A-Wish Day. The backing pattern is out and I am showing you the whole quilt plus the quilting on it because mine had to be boxed up, sent to the Fat Quarter Shop so it can be ready for the raffles, because mine will be one of the quilts raffled to make additional charity money for Make-A-Wish. So let's take a look at the backing first. This is the middle of August where I'm making the backing for the Moonbeams charity quilt for Make-A-Wish. And it is a piece backing, so I am doing the same using my drawing room fabrics. And let me just show you the components of it. First, let's take a look at the Fat Quarter Shops. This is what the backing looks like. There's a big star in the center, two smaller stars, and then some strips, and then the full fabric on the top and the bottom between this wide horizontal there that you see. And that's the fabric that they used for their kit, and you have the pattern for that now for the backing. So if you want to make a piece backing, which is pretty awesome, it's not hard, you just got to make a few blocks. So let me show you mine. Here's the center block, repeating the red so that I have, I had those pops of red for it here in the front with the drawing room. The drawing room does not have any red in it, nor does it have this light gray. So that is from a different line, and the red is just some scraps and different things. But all the blue fabrics are from drawing room, my fabric line drawing room with Better Tex. And so this is the center block. And then you have two smaller blocks that are going on the side. And here are mine. Here we go. So they're red. Now I had to pick the fabric. So let me show you the drawing room fabrics that I am going to use. Here, I gotta move the cord. This is how it's going to look. I've got the star with, well, there's both of them that I'm going to be using, but let me unfold one of them. So this is the, this side goes here, this lighter blue goes on either top of this whole unit, and then this unit here with the two lighters, the star, and then I use the same paisley out here. This will get attached to the big center star. So these are the fabrics that I'm going to use. Then for the whole strip across, once I have these stars, let me grab it. Like the stars will be on either side like that. Of course, I put it out to the edge there, like that. And then across the top and the bottom will be this blue from drawing room. Then I have the great big piece to go on either side. So let's look at what I'm going to use. Drawing room has wide backs, so I am going to use one of my wide backs, and here is the blue. I decided to go with this beautiful deep blue from the drawing room. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, I could have just used this whole thing just for the backing as is and not pieced it, but I think the piece backing is kind of special, and because this is going to be something up for generating more money for the charity for Make-A-Wish, I think it's worth doing the backing. So okay, so this is the big top swatch, which is a good portion, top and bottom below the stars. So there we are. They're going to be wider than that. And I am going to go ahead and just sew all this up and then show you the completed backing. Okay, so the sun is out, but I need to film this today. So there we go. We're just filming today. So I have it all done using the wide back from drawing room up here. I want to show you what I did here. Now this extra gets cut off. But after I was following this directions of the pattern, and I decided I preferred it to be just a little bit wider for my long armor. So it has this a little bit more width, and I actually made this just a little bit wider as well for my long armor. So there, I just put these strips on this section, and it's fine because it gets trimmed off. It's not going to be on the quilt. But there it is, and today, or tomorrow rather, morning, this goes to the spa to be quilted. So it looks so good, so fun. I know there's a great big glare right in the center of it. There, I cannot get rid of the glare. You can see me standing there. Oh well, we will see it again when it comes back before I send it off to the Fat Quarter Shop. And now everything is folded up, ready to go for Make-A-Wish to the spa. So my friend Karen is going to quilt this for me, and then I will put the binding and a hanging sleeve and send it off to the Fat Quarter Shop. So and you will be seeing it on their charity page for when all the different quilts that go up so that you can bid on them. So excited, so excited. This will go to one of you or you or you. I had to do all of this a little while ago so that it could be ready to go and be shipped. But I have it all done, and I want to show it to you now. When the auction and raffle is available, of course I'll show it to you again. But let's take a look at it outside. Here we go with moonbeams. This was so fun to do. This is for Make-A-Wish. One of you will own it. You will own mine. And I do want to thank my friend Bobby for helping me with all of these charity quilts. She pieces some of it, I piece some of it. That way we can do more charity quilts each year. Yes, so exciting. So let's look at the back. And I'm filming during what would you call rush hour traffic. I have a road behind me, and people are on their way to work. So here's the back, and of course it's got, got all the way down to the ground because that's just the way it is. Okay, looks so good. And you can see this great diagonal quilting, and it's got like a kind of a chevron back and forth on it. So when you come this side, you can see it going the other way. So it's such a cool pattern. My quilter, my friend Karen, who does my quilting, she donated her time for Make-A-Wish for this quilt. Alrighty, look at that. Okay, let me flip the camera around. So I'm very, very excited that one of you will have this beauty, and be sure that you get in on it. I am just so thrilled to be asked to help support Make-A-Wish, which is an organization that helps ill children have a wish come true. And so the funding is very regional. In case you're not aware of how Make-A-Wish works, you work in regional areas. Fat Quarter Shop is the one hosting this, and they are located in the Austin, Texas area. And so the Make-A-Wish is the one that is in that vicinity. Therefore, Kimberly and Kevin Jolly, who own the Fat Quarter Shop, and some of their staff are sometimes able to go and present the wish to the family and the child, which is just amazing. They can't always do it. I think it all depends on the family, but they are often able to meet some of the people that we are all supporting for a child to have that wish come true, an ill child. Okay, so that is where you are. If you are not making the piece backing, then you are good to go to quilt your quilt up. And I am so excited that one of you will have my version. Yes, yay! All right, so what is behind me? Pears. All the pears are made. Yes, they are. So excited. Okay, so there's little spacers between the pears, like in the vertical between the pears. I'm going to get the other camera in a second. But I had to go dig out the fabric because, I didn't cut those spacers in advance. And I pulled all this out, and I thought, and they're thin, and you see like the wrinkles and stuff. How many of you will just cut with those? This is like a true confession, right? Would you cut your little strips, or would you have to press it? Okay, true confession. Often I will try to cut from this and not press it often. Okay, it's just life. I'm just like, okay, let me just get it cut. I don't want to take time to go and press it. So I am going to press these though. This particular one is a bit, the crease is a bit strong. Because, when you don't press it, you're holding it down with the ruler, which is probably fine for not too, strong of a crease like that one. But you have actually a fabric under there that might be a little lifted. Even though you're pressing down, you might not totally press down. And so your shape actually might end up not accurate. It might be offset, or it might be too big once you take the ruler off after you've cut it and then pressed it afterwards, and then you wonder why your block doesn't work pressing the fabric. And I know a lot of you are very good at that, but I know some of you are like me, and sometimes you're just like, I think I can do it, like this one. Definitely I would be doing that, but I'm not this time because otherwise I have to press. True confessions. All right, let's take a look. I can get the other camera. Ooh, ah, fireworks, right? Okay, so I have totally green pears. I have the darker sort of peach. I have yellow pears. I have the lighter peach, and I've got this for the border. This is all fig tree fabric, except for maybe that stripe. That's probably not fig tree, but I think the rest of it is, maybe not some of the background. I have got this audition for the vertical, and it's got a little pumpkin color in it, and I think that is fantastic. Now you could, because these are more scrappy, you could like piece this instead, so it wouldn't be that same fabric repeated 1, 2, 3, 4 times. But I'm also going to, I think I have enough, going to do it around, you know, as a small outer border, and then that, you know, the main border going on. So I do have, and I don't think I had enough of that green stripe for binding, because wouldn't that have been fabulous? Maybe I need to look around for a green stripe. I don't know, maybe I have a green stripe that I could use as binding. It'd be different because it's not that same one. So I've got a few of the stems going the other way. So I made a few of them. Ooh, there's 3 right together going the other way. Maybe I'll trade one of those and move it somewhere else so that it gets a little bit more variety. Yeah, I keep shuffling. I'm not quite done shuffling, obviously. I've just noticed that. So I will move another. Okay, let me move one. Okay, I moved a couple, and that way I didn't have 3 of the leaves all going the same way. I've got one going a different way there, and I had to shuffle that guy up here and that guy down there, etc. Moved a few. I'm gonna peek in the green basket, see what I got for stripes. Well, look at this. Look at this. Is that the same one? Okay, let's see. No, it's different. It's different. It's a different green, but I don't know. I'm thinking it might be okay out there. Let me just stick it behind there. Alrighty. I think with it out here, and it's just going to be, you know, way far away from the ones on the pears, I think that will work. I'll look at the basket, but I don't know that I have another one, and there's plenty of it, but I'm thinking that is good. And I do have this for the backing, this more the cream color of the peach. I've got that on the cream, and that'll be the backing. I don't know if I have enough for backing, so might have to piece something in there. But that is the pears from the fruit salad book. I'll show you that. That green stripe is going to work fine because it is a slightly different color, but it looks really good with the border, and being further away, like I said, I think it's totally fine for me. Okay, so this quilt is from Joanna Figueroa's book, Fruit Salad, which has all these different fruit blocks, and I am doing a version of this one that she actually shared, of this variation where she did not do the fancy border. She just did fabric, and then she did not do these extra little flower blocks. But if you like those, you can certainly, if you're making this, want to add a little bit more extra. I wanted it simpler so it could be done, so it can let go of my peach fabrics probably in the future, because I don't know if I'll get it quilted. But yeah, this is now needs to get done because it's so close. Of course, after I iron, press a few things. All right, I want to show you something fun one of our friends sent. This jacket, and this is Pamela. Pamela sent me this email. She did this jacket using my porch swing and sleepover fabrics. Doesn't this look fantastic? So she used the beachcomber pattern. So I have a link in the description box below for the jacket. It's a beachcomber pattern, and then she used a bunch of blocks from a book called Around the Block Again. But you could use any kind of blocks that you have. You could use my free blocks or whatever, but that's what she did. But isn't that fantastic, front and back? Pamela, thank you so much for sending me the photo and allowing me to share it. All of this little guy is done. And this is free. This pattern is free. It was the Halloween mystery, and this was the cross stitch version that went along with the quilt that we did with Eddie the vampire and the cute little ghost, which yeah, aren't they cute? Now, being who I am, and I sometimes think because I have designed things and modified things for like my entire life practically, I thought it needs just a few more little sparkles in there. So I am adding these little things right here. See that? It's just 1, 2, 3 down, and on either side 2. So it's like a little plus sign. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to add 5 of those because in design, odd numbers are more appealing to our eye. So 3, 5, 7, 9. 3 is just, I didn't think was quite enough, so I will add 5, probably, what did I figure out? Probably 1, 2, 3, 4, and then maybe up here, 1 up there, or 1 over here, something like that. So just sort of scattered around, so they're not like all clumped together. Your eye doesn't want to like that either, because it'll go right there. But just sort of scattered around, just to fill in a little bit, and it won't take that long to do that. As you see, the thread is in the ready. Then I thought, what if I, with that black and orange dot, what if I used a purple for the sashing, or not the sashing, for the inner border? Let me grab, I've got the purple bin here. So here is my purple. I don't really have a lot of purple, you know that from doing the critter quilt. And there's the sort of reddish and bluish, which I have even less of. And this is actually more blue oriented to me. And so I found these two. There are some others in here, but they're bigger scale. Well, there's another dot. I don't want dot next to dot. And then some of them are quite dark. This one's interesting. Okay, so I've got, like if I did that one, oh, it says hello on there. Look at that. Whoops, there it goes. Look at that. I don't need that though. I would just like go around that part for this particular project. Okay, so if that's nice. That's nice. Brings out the purple in the piece. But then look at this. I've also got I've got that gingham. You know, I'm just loving the ginghams. So yeah, that's super cute too. That's super cute too. And then this one's lighter. It's not sure I want the lighter one. There we go. Anyway, okay, so I'm gonna think on that now. I'm not sure, but after seeing it, I might switch it to purple. We'll see. Purple, purple, purple. This is more red purple here than that one's okay against there, but you can kind of see this a different shade of purple. That's more the red. Yeah, okay, all right. We have one last thing to wrap up, and that is a book giveaway for Book Nook Day. Let's go. My friends at Herbert Press contacted me and said, hey, we have this book. Would you be interested in taking a look at it? And we'll do a giveaway. And I'm like, yes and yes. It is a physical book giveaway, so in the US and Canada for the giveaway. So this is by Kantha Cowell, and she is a UK artist based in London, and this is all about the history of Kantha, which is a type of needlework sewing where you're layering fabric, stitching through the layers, and it is a lot about upcycling and just relaxing hand sewing. Of course, you could probably use your Sashiko machine to simulate this very easily, but you can see here it is these straight line stitching. So it's about the history of it, and you can see here, and also shows you stitches. So let me just show you a few pages of it. So I'm very interested in this. I think it's fantastic. People will do little patches. You can do little bags, but they'll put patches like on their clothing to represent this. It's a very ancient art and method of preserving clothing, preserving textiles. And so you know, there's a lot of information, a lot of history. You've probably seen like throws done like this. I'm not sure if I have to read it yet, but I'm not sure if they always have any kind of batting or any kind of middle layer in them. So there's, like I said, a lot of history about what it is. And then there's the actual stitching. So there are diagrams, and it shows you the way it can be done. So a lot of that going through here. Then, you know, and there's different types of stitches that are used on different textiles depending on what their, you know, what their look is that they're going for. Look at this. Look at that. So gorgeous. I did want to show you an outfit here that I just takes my breath away. It's like, oh, look at that. Look at that dress. Just very modern, has that stitching on it. And back here is a whole area, let me show you that in a minute, but here's a whole area of the textiles and different artists that are doing this, doing their work, you know, just page after page of different people presenting their work. Super, super cool. And here's one where the stitching leaves area that's not stitched and makes the images. Look at that. Just the creativity is incredible. Where is that one picture? See, I like this. You know, if you're going to just do a practice piece, that is just so cool with all the different stitches. So, if that interests you, let me move that camera. You're going to go to my website today and enter in the comments. Do not leave any comments here at YouTube because scammers will email you. You're going to get an email if you win from me. It's through this coming Friday. If you get something before that, just delete it. It's not me. If it's me, I will only be asking you for your mailing address. You will not have to go to a website and enter anything, which is how the scammers get you. And you know, and they fake it up so it looks like it's coming from me, but it's not. And I will reference what you actually commented on my website, and so then you will also know it is me, because they don't go to my website and read comments. Believe me, they're just looking at your names in the comments here at YouTube. So don't put anything about it in YouTube. Go to my website. Okay, so this will be going to somebody. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous book. Lots and lots of information if you're really interested in this. Okay, my friend, make a wish. I hope that you are finishing yours up and you will share it in my community, Quilt Along with Pat Sloan at Facebook. And if you are working on pairs, share that too. So I love you. Mwah. Thank you for being here in the Sloan Zone. I will see you online.